You guys send your best deck and you wanted me to judge them and see if I might be able to improve them or give some tips to them. So let's jump right into the decks that you've sent. I will also do some gameplay after with the one that I liked the most, but I will judge and give my comments to all of the decks that you've sent. So let's start with JVM 2006. He sent a deck that involves Cultist, Sword, Scrapper, Gunslinger and Harlequin. This is basically the super standard Cultist deck that you can play. It is a little bit harder since there is the Phantom mode, because you get bosses less frequently and they mean a little bit more. So the third right talent on Sword is not as impactful as it used to be. Overall though, it's a very solid deck. It's really one of the best cultist deck you can possibly play. It is, in my opinion, the best cultist deck you can play. Just copy the tier 1 cultists and absorb them and try to get to 20 stacks and you're absolutely good. The sad thing is, cultist is really bad, B tier at best. So yeah, I would not recommend to play cultist in general. But if you play a cultist deck, if you really love to play it, then play this deck. It's definitely the best one. The next deck got sent from Lucas GRS. It's a Twilight Ranger deck. Twilight Ranger used to be absolute god tier, and now it's low S tier at best, probably even high A tier, low S tier, I suppose. The debate here was if he's supposed to use the blue Dryad or the red version of Dryad with the damage increase. In my opinion, I am also a huge fan of the red Dryad, because the damage increase is incredibly high. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot more damage that you get. Then we'll go to the next one. This is from Marcello 05A. He recommends to play Bruiser, Night Statue, Scrapper, Harlequin and Gunslinger. This is like one of the most standard decks ever. It's very good, very efficient, very easy to play, an absolute classic deck. You basically build 3-4 bruises, you start to eat the stuff, you always keep a tier 1 so you can copy it with Harlequin and eat the just copied one so you gain more stacks onto your main dudes. And yeah, and then you slowly start to build up your board. You can even go for a 5th bruiser or even a 6th bruiser depending on your account size in the end. The more bruises you have, the slower you collect your stacks. So make sure early on you have like only 3 or 4 bruises to collect more stacks, so all of your bruises will do more damage. The next one is also one of my absolute favorite decks. It's the Hamza 637 who sent this deck. It's Demon Hunter, Dryad, Harlequin, Magic Sword and Summoner. An absolute classic as well. I used to play this a million times when, like 2 years ago, when this was actually kind of meta. We used to play it with Witch as well, but what you could improve here is, if depending on your account size, if you get a little bit higher, you can exchange Summoner with Scrapper. I highly recommend you to do that with Scrapper with Trapper. Highly recommend you to do this, because Trapper is an insane damage amplifier and you will do way more damage than you do now with Summoner. Yes, you will have a harder time to build your board, get to 40 Demon Hunters, get your sword stacks on it, but at some point you can actually do both. You can get it done and you have Trapper and you will do so much more damage. So yeah, consider to do this. Alternative would also be what is it called? Gunslinger. Gunslinger is very strong as well, and you can burst pretty hard with Gunslinger. The next deck is from Chris Persicio. He is playing Blade Dancer, Night Statue, Sharpshooter, Scrapper and Gunslinger. This is a very common trap. He says, I don't lose very often, but I always welcome suggestions and tips on how I can make my deck better. Here it is. Do exchange Sharpshooter, please. Sharpshooter does very little damage to bosses. Yes, it's made for bosses, and in the first like 2-3 waves it's pretty damn good. After that it's absolute garbage. The damage is basically 0 compared to Blade Dancer or yeah, basically any damage, real damage dealer. And I know why you have it in your deck, because you think that you have pretty high damage amplifiers. But the last time I tested it, the 45% damage increase from all sources is kind of a trap, because it's only 45% damage increase from other sharpshooters. It's not from all sources like in the description. The next guy was Ton Van Nguyen. He made a big text about this deck. He even texted to me personally. I don't know why, because RushRoyale asked for the decks, but hey, I take it. Hi Mike, this is my deck. I've noticed that many high-level players use the Phoenix, Harlequin, Gunslinger, Scrapper combo, but I don't like following the crowd, so I'm using a different deck. That's a good thing. My playstyle is to use Harlequin to copy Phoenix and Summoner, mostly for more summoners. Makes sense, it's very valuable. My Phoenix is level 10 with the left side talent, so he's playing the one with the egg. I focus on stacking Phoenix, and by wave 10 I can reach around 450 stacks, which is really a lot. Congrats to that. And over 100 Cobalt stacks, yes, perfect, because you need 100 stacks. I'm wondering whether I should swap in a unit with armor breaking ability. Yes, you should. Maybe replace Summoner with Gunslinger. Yes, you should. But I really like using Summoner, and I'm even considering upgrading it to level 13. I have Trapper at level 8 and I don't have Gunslinger yet. You need to get Gunslinger, my friend, cause yes, Summoner will give you many more Dryads. It will help you to increase your board, your overall board. It's really helpful to just get a lot of mana value into it. But Gunslinger, that's why I have it in the screenshot here as well. It just does such a ridiculous amount of burst damage. It gives you utility. You can stack your Amulet of Growth much easier. Gunslinger is just a must-have in every single good deck. You have Gunslinger. It's just crazy, crazy good, especially with this one. As this is one of my favorite decks, and Phoenix is crazy good right now. The buff really helped it out. I will be showing you some gameplay just at the end of this conversation with this exact deck, and show you why you should be playing Gunslinger here, and yeah, replace it with Summoner at some point. The next deck is from James Magnussen. He is running a Robot, Harlequin, Inquisitor, Dryad and Kobold. I really don't know why. He even has a level 100 gadget, which is very impressive. Yeah, dude, why? Nah, I get it. It does AoE damage. Inquisitor is really, really cool, and yeah, and Robot really helps out early. But here, once again, you need to decide whether you go for Inquisitor or Robot. It's always a bad idea to run 2 damage dealers, because you would just do so much more damage if you just complement your 1 damage dealer with anything else. For example, here, play Trapper instead of Robot or instead of Inquisitor. Yeah, it's just gonna burst your damage to the sky, while you otherwise block one of the insane damage amplifiers with another unit. So you have 2 damage dealers that do moderate damage instead of 1 damage dealer that goes absolutely nuts. So it's always better to go for the nuts version. And honestly, if you look at those two, it's kind of hard. I think I would go for Robot. I hope you liked that little insight about all the decks that you've sent, and yeah, I hope you may take away some tips as well. And for now, we'll just jump into the gameplay of the deck that Mr. Ton Van Nguyen sent me, the one with Phoenix. He wasn't sure to take Summoner or Gunslinger. He usually takes Summoner because he doesn't have Gunslinger yet, but I played the Gunslinger version, so you know what's coming whenever you start to play it with Gunslinger. It was a really, really cool game with a very weird ending, but I hope you enjoy the match, and yeah, stay tuned. So we're going to play Phoenix, the left, right, left talent, because that's what the viewer wished, or what the viewer is playing. He is called Ton Van Nguyen. he is playing this exact deck, except of he's playing Summoner instead of Gunslinger, and he's asking if he should be playing Gunslinger instead of Summoner. The answer is yes. The downside is you will have much less mana, so we'll get less merges onto Phoenix, less Dryads and so on. But the damage increase you get from Gunslinger, especially the burst, is absolutely crazy and absolute must-have in every good deck. Yeah, so we're going to play left, right, left. Kobold will play left, left, right. Usually you can also play left, left, right, left, left, left. It works fine. This is really personal preference. The last talent, at least, I just like to go with Chester. For Gunslinger, we're always gotta go all left side. You can go left, left, right as well. Also personal preference. And for the Dryads, usually like this is the best deck, right. It's always the best you can go for. Some want to go Fairy of Growth just for the easier setup. Yeah, you know what, in this particular case, for once, I never play Fairy of Growth, but just to get this extra Dryads, to get my Gunslinger to tier 7, I will be playing the left side for once. But yeah, usually you should be playing the right side. For the hero, I chose Mermaid, because I'm not going to play a legendary hero, because it's unfair. I'm sure you don't have one either. And for the items, I'm going Knight's Armor, because it's the best armor, especially late game. Master's Bow, it's the best item in the late game. Until like 4k crit, you can go Sword. Sword is the best item, but at some point, Bow takes over. And for the Amulet, we're going Amulet of Growth. And yeah, that's basically it. I'll gladly show you how this one is played. The downside is I am very high in the league. I only meet absolute monsters, so I will most likely not be able to win the game, but I can at least show you the power of this deck, and I might even win. Who knows? Who knows? We will see. I'll definitely start a prediction, so you guys in chat can vote whether you think this is gonna happen or not. Hold on, there you go. Alright, just started. Okay, Twilight Ranger. Come on, dude. Yeah, he's actually going to play. Perfect. Okie dokie. We do have a slight chance. A slight one at least. Maxed out deck. Warcraft. Perfect. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is to get the... Just because of the weekly buff, we get everything into the middle. There we go. Let's buff this because we really want to get high dudes as quick as we possibly can. Otherwise, just put all your resources into one, like get a tier 4, tier 5 as quick as you can. There we go. Always merge out before you press this button. As soon as you have the talent, you summon sometimes an additional dude. There we go. A little extra tip, if there's Tribunal, as soon as Tribunal appears, press this button, because they shoot the special shots that you see here, the gunslingers, for 10 seconds as soon as you press this button, and they do quite a bit of damage, so lots of the times you can actually insta-kill Tribunal just thanks to that. It's really helpful. Let's get these done. There you go. Those are still on a bad spot. I really want to change them. There we go. Oh, shizzle my nizzle. Should have replaced and should have set up this dude here. Now it disappears, you see, and we got one for free here without dropping a unit. There we go. Oh, nice. Now we have a gold fairy. So you put all your fairies that you get into your gunslinger. Oh, he's doing so much damage already. Because the only thing you want to have a tier 7 gunslinger as quick as you possibly can. It's so much easier whenever you have a gold fairy, obviously, like a maxed out dryad. But it's fine if you don't have one, because usually you can't really play it the way I play it right now, because of the weekly factor anyways. It only works because of the factor buff. Sometimes you can put a tier 1 dryad inside of this guy. It's just really mono efficient if you do this. And as soon as you have Kobold, the second talent, then they sometimes juggle. So another Kobold appears when one disappears. So you want to have this exact setup. Those two are up. And then you put one Kobold here, and then they sometimes juggle left and right. You drop one unit again. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Now it juggles again. Drop one unit. You put your Kobold here, so it juggles again. This way you get Kobolds very, very quickly. Look at this. That's crazy. There you go. Just get one more here. And yeah, the next thing I really want to build up is the my gunslinger. Also, the one additional bonus point with gunslinger is it's so easy to collect the stacks on the Amulet of Growth to buff these dudes. Means you basically just always merge onto that tile. And if something lands on it, you can take your main gunslinger, switch it here, replace it with a tier 1. There you go, and then you put your tier 1 gunslingers onto it, you merge, bam, and you collect a ton of stacks. There we go. Alright, let's try to get another gold fairy. Unfortunately not. Okay, we got the tier 5 here now. Come on, just give me one more gold fairy. No. Okay, shame. Yeah, you see, that's why I actually went for this talent. Instead of more damage, I have more dryads, but yeah, this talent is so useless. This more dryads thing is so useless in my opinion. Okay. The cool thing is, now I have enough, whoops, to go for a tier 7 gunslinger. There we go. We're going to replace this guy with a lower one. There you go. And we'll just do the same. Oh shit, he got hit. Oh my god, he got hit. Okay, but yeah, we were just about to start having fun as, yeah, I was able to exchange my tier 7s in the middle with lower tiers. And yeah, and get more tier 7s and always like put them out of the middle again. Thanks to the weekly buff we can do this and end up with several tier 7 phoenixes. So yeah, GG. I'm sorry this was a very quick game, but yeah, you can win if you get incredibly lucky. But even without, the damage is absolutely crazy.